Welcome to C-Suite Sherpas, where we shine a spotlight on business experts and resources that you should know. Today, I'd like to introduce Ari Zecher, the founder of Deep Sea Commerce. Hi, Ari.
How you doing? Thank you for having me on.
Deep Sea is a comprehensive Amazon e-commerce management service. It's designed to streamline and elevate all aspects of a brand's Amazon presence. And we're going to dive into that, find out a lot more about that. So, Ari, welcome.
Thank you so much, Ron.
All right, let's jump right in then. So, can you give us a snapshot of what your business is and the major outcomes that you really get for your clients?
Happily. Yeah. So Deep Sea Commerce, as you mentioned in the start line, it's a boutique Amazon brand agency. We help brands really do e-commerce well, specifically on Amazon as a marketplace. Amazon and other marketplaces and e-commerce in general change rapidly. And we're really at the whim of the marketplace. Being on top of that and dynamically changing when curveballs are sent to us is really the name of the game, and we procure outcomes that are aligned with what the brands want. So brands want to grow from X to Y. We make sure that we are behind that. And that's
Yeah.
the gist of it. Yeah.
Do you have like examples? You don't have to name the clients, but examples of what you've actually achieved with your clients?
Yeah, of course. Amazon as a marketplace is built up of subcategories,
Yeah.
and we strive and have achieved bestseller categories or best category, best seller within a category for the brands that we work with. And just to speak on a little bit more about Deep Sea and how that actually works, we break it down into operations, creative, and advertising. Those tenets make up the e-commerce equation of conversion, traffic, and revenue. And when we dissect it in that way, we can really simplify the problem of selling online in general.
Okay. So, who do your services work best for?
Yeah, great question. So there's two main avenues that we try to target. One is the full service brand that really wants to align with us and partner with us as the vehicle for success. And that will be starting from point A and trying to get to point B. We are involved in every aspect of the business on that front. So that's business development, that's new product ideas, that's involving our, excuse me, ourselves in the inventory management process all the way to financially modeling out, are we financially solvent in the future? Two, brands that just need creative help. And so that's one of the tenets of the e-commerce kind of equation. Creative clients will come to us and say, we have no idea how to solve the problem. And we'll say, this is the real estate that a marketplace like Amazon will give you. Let's make sure that we are A, utilizing it, and B, optimizing it.
Okay, so this for startups or for established businesses that are already
Yeah,
on Amazon, or
great
will you
question.
help businesses that are good businesses, but they're not on Amazon yet?
So all of the above, we thrive when businesses are usually past the seven-figure mark in the 2 to 5 million range and have a very specific target. So we need people to be able to say, we have a goal and we are trying to hit that goal. We can then simplify what that goal actually looks like and build the roadmap for doing that. But for creative only clients who basically just need help, how can we stand out? How can we understand the marketplace truly in its most deepest form? That can be a brand that is not yet on Amazon or is currently on Amazon just starting out. Again, we're not a catch-all group. We really try to focus on clients that want outcome and want high level of work. But yeah, that's the gist of it.
Oh, cool. So what would you say sets your business apart from others who do the same thing?
Yeah, that's also a great question. There's a lot of agencies out there, and it's a very like Amazon as a marketplace is very competitive, and the agency world, as you can imagine, is also very competitive. We're not trying to grow our group to have hundreds and thousands of clients. We truly want to be part of the actual process. We thrive on people and relationship and success. And so what that means is true alignment. We don't just get you in the net and then move on to the next client. We really try to build the relationship and understand the problem that you're trying to solve. Another layer, just to answer that question in more depth, the name Deep Sea Commerce came from this idea that there's a lot of noise and a lot of complicated details, and we really need to see things at a deep level. And the pun is in the name of the brand. So, like establishing a foundation built from data, understanding that data in its most comprehensive, simplistic format, and then building upon that is really the name of the game.
All right, cool. So deep sea, not
Exactly.
deep sea is in the water. Okay.
Exactly. SE, you got it.
Nice. Got it. So what is the biggest challenge in your industry that your industry faces right now, and how are you tackling it on behalf of your clients or with your clients?
Yeah, so that's also a really great question. So there's a lot of ways to answer that. Amazon as a marketplace is again, Amazon is the marketplace, and there's a fee compression or a margin compression. So things are getting more expensive, cost per clicks are getting more expensive. Amazon is tackling fees onto everything. And what it basically means is that a brand has to know their numbers, understand their forecast in its truest form. I can't emphasize that enough. And what that means is you don't have the ability, you don't have the privilege of trial and error. You can't test things out and see what lands, throw things at the wall and hope that they stick. You need to hit the ground running with a proved model, understanding what can go wrong and how do you accommodate for those challenges when they come up. Another area is just saturation, right? There's so much there are brands all trying to compete for the same customer search, and it's very hard to stand out. And I think again, part of the offer of what DeepSea is trying to bring to the table and is bringing to the table is creative content. And so how can we sell the product in the shortest amount of time in the most coherent way to the brand's target audience? And that is again one of the challenges where there's just so much noise out there. Everybody is advertising, everybody is selling you something. How can you be as genuine as possible? And we're very good at that.
Awesome. What do you see is how do you see the field evolving over the next 5 to 10 years? And how are you staying ahead of the curve? And this is where I think the viewers always are interested. How is AI impacting all of this?
100%. Yeah, so that's a great question. How to unpack that, right? So I'll start with the end. This is going into a tangent, which is very Amazon specific, but a search engine like Amazon essentially is built up of customer intent to buy. And historically, that has manifested itself with search terms. What Amazon is doing over time is basically evolving into a AI-led search, right? That will happen slowly. You have the Alexa, you have Google Voice, you can ask for things. It's no longer just, I want a toy for my dog, but I have a dog, let's interact with artificial intelligence to solve for my problems. Where the industry is going and where people need to stay ahead of the curve is understanding that our target audience is no longer just the customer who is trying to buy things, but rather AI trying to understand what our product is, who then serves their customer. And that's the true fundamental understanding of I need to prove the point not only to the potential customer, but also to AI. And that's something that requires tools and really understanding how AI understands what you're trying to offer. So that's one piece. And the other piece, again, you asked the question, where does the industry go 5 to 10 years from now? I think that there's no way with the margin compression and the amount of fees that Amazon is tackling on, that there will be as much competition. And so I think that there will be a consolidation of brands, a consolidation of the real estate that Amazon is offering. And so you have to be really good. And obviously the pitch is you need to focus on the product as opposed to on the tactics. And that's where a group like DeepSea, where we are the operator in a marketplace, we are focusing on the marketplace and the strategies of that marketplace and dynamically shifting and evolving to that marketplace as it moves. A brand should be focusing on their product and the problem that they're trying to solve for their customer.
Yeah. Interesting. That's a lot of cool stuff, especially the AI piece. I can see how I can envision what you're saying, and customers adapting to that is going to be, I think the guys that do it well are going to be very successful,
100%.
you know.
100%. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's change it around a little bit. And
Totally.
we're going to do what's called lightning round. And the intent here is for our viewers to get to know you on a little more personal level. So let's dive into it. You ready?
Absolutely.
All right. Coffee or tea?
Coffee,
Cats or dogs?
dogs, come on.
If you could only grab one weapon or item during a zombie apocalypse, what would it be?
Oh man, shoot. A weapon? A car. Let's go
There
with
you
that.
go.
Yeah,
Outrun them.
exactly.
Favorite quote or phrase that you think about often?
There are no small problems.
Favorite movie or streaming series?
That's a great question too. Peaky Blinders.
What is it?
Peaky Blinders.
Okay. Never heard of it,
It's a
but
great show.
oh,
Netflix.
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Favorite book?
Intelligent Investor.
All right. One last question. It's a two-part question.
That's the way.
Uh, one bucket list item that you've already accomplished and one bucket list item that you have not accomplished, but is at the top of your list.
That's a great question too. The lightning round, so I have to think fast. I've jumped out of a plane,
Right.
and the thing that I've not done yet is climb a mountain. Climbed a serious mountain.
Nice. Okay. So the most important question of the whole thing, if any of our viewers would like to collaborate with you or get in touch with you, how would they do that?
Easy. So you can email me at ari@deepseacommerce.com. It's SEE, or reach me on LinkedIn. Again, Ari Zecher or Deep Sea Commerce. Those are the two easiest ways to find me. But I'm always available and happy to help.
Awesome. All right, Ari. Hey, thank you for your time. Thank you for your
Absolutely.
insights. It's very interesting. So thank you.
For sure. Thank you so much, Ron.